What's up, guys? Today we're going to be rounding up 3 awesome Android phones that you can get for under $100. Most of these are off contract and unlocked. So coming in at number 3 is the Blue Studio 5.0 CHD. So this starts out at about $97 unlocked. It's dual SIM, it's 4G ready, and it comes with a 5-inch display, a quad-core 1.3 GHz processor, and 1 GB of RAM. So the Studio features an 8 megapixel rear-facing camera and a 2 megapixel front-facing camera. It also stacks Android KitKat and has 8 GB of internal storage, and you can expand that to 32 gigs with a micro SD. So you might not be familiar with this brand, but they're actually an American brand, and this specific model was designed to undercut the Moto G. It has a 720p display, and only thing that's not that good is the battery life. It's just pretty decent, and it could be better, but it's not, and there's no LTE, and this is a GSM phone. But if those stuff doesn't bother you, that means you can only use it on Sprint or Verizon. But if that doesn't bother you, check this phone out. It's really good. So coming in at number 2 is the LG Tribute. So I picked this phone because it's dirt cheap, and for the specifications, I thought it was pretty good. If you don't want to spend any money on a smartphone, then this is the one to go for. So it's $40, and it's on without a contract for Boost Mobile. It's 4G ready. It features a 4.5-inch display, a quad-core 1.2 GHz processor, and 1 GB of RAM. And it comes with KitKat. It has a 5 megapixel rear camera and a VGA front-facing camera. Now here's the problem with this guy. It's 4 GB of internal storage, but you do have a micro SD card slot. But if you don't, you're only getting about like 1.4 gigs or 2 GB of available space with this. So that's the problem with this guy. So you're definitely going to want to get a micro SD card with this. The camera isn't all that great also, but it's pretty decent quality for $40. So you're getting LTE with a phone that's way cheap. So I thought this was a pretty good phone for those who don't want to spend any money. So coming in at number 1 is the Moto E. So it starts at about $80. It gets a little cheaper if you look around on Amazon. So it's a 3G ready phone, comes with a 4.3-inch display with a resolution of 960 by 540, and it has a protection of water resistant splash guard. So it's a pretty decent display. It's not the best specs, obviously. It's equipped with a dual core 1.2 GHz processor, 1 GB of RAM, and 4 GB of internal storage, and a 5 megapixel camera. So I picked this phone because the hardware on here is great. I believe this phone has the front facing speakers, which is automatic big plus, and this phone also is being updated to Android Lollipop. So I believe this is the only phone in the list with that. Even though the specs aren't the best, Motorola doesn't put a lot of bloatware on it, so it's going to be really good at performance, and it's also the only phone on here with Lollipop. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.